there, welcome to my channel. For today's video I want to show you how to crochet this beautiful sweater. It's made up by 3 different designs and I promise it's so easy to make and so easy to assemble. You can always make it longer by adding more squares or shorter on the sleeves by reducing the squares. I like them extra long and extra cozy, so that's just my style. So if you think you'll enjoy having one, make sure to keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. So to make this sweater I will be using Lion Brand yarn, wool ease in the color cream, and it is worsted weight, and I will be using my 4.5mm hook and always have some scissors nearby. So to make this sweater I will be doing 3 different squares, so 3 different designs, and I'm gonna start with the most simple one. First things first, I'm gonna do a magic ring, chain 3, I'm gonna take off my finger and then I will do the double crochets inside that ring. So these 3 chains count as a double crochet, so I'm gonna make 3 more for a total of 4. Chain 3 to make a corner. Do the same thing, 4 double crochets. Okay, so again 3 more chains until you have 4 sides. Once you have your 4 sides and do your final 3 chains, you're gonna pull on the tail so it's tight, and now slip stitch on that last chain. Now chain 3 to start the next round, and that counts as a double crochet, so you're going to continue doing 1 double crochet per stitch. Once you get to the corner, it's going to be 2 double crochets, chain 3 to make the corner, and 2 more double crochets right there. Okay, now keep repeating this until you get to the beginning again. I'm back here again. I finished with 2 double crochets to finish the corner and slip stitch on that last chain. And to start the next round, again, chain 3. So this is basically the pattern repeat. You're gonna keep repeating this row over and over until you have your desired size. I'm gonna put in the description how many rows you need to do to achieve that size. For myself, I'm gonna do 7 rows. I'm usually a size medium or large if I want a baggy sweater. So I'm gonna keep doing this off camera and I'll meet you for the other design. Okay, so I have finished the rows that I wanted. I have 7 like I said, and I chain 1. And now I'm gonna cut off my yarn and pull it up. So this is it for the first design, pretty simple. And now for the second design, again a magic ring and chain 3. This counts as a double crochet, of course. And you're gonna do 2 more inside that ring to complete 3. Now chain 3 to make the corner, and 3 more double crochets. So you're gonna do this until you have 4 sides. I have finished the round, so I'm gonna pull tight on the tail, did my final 3 chains and slip stitch on that last chain at the beginning. Okay, and to start the next round, chain 3. And for this one, we're gonna make groups of 3 double crochets together. But for this one, we're gonna make 2. So yarn over, go through 2 loops and leave it at that. Yarn over, insert your hook on the next stitch. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, and once you have the 3, yarn over and close it off. Chain 4. And on the next space, you're going to make 2 single crochets. Chain 4 again. another 3 double crochets together. In this case, once you have the 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and close it off. Chain 4 and 2 single crochets on the next space, and so on until you complete the round. Once again, I have finished the round, so I'm going to slip stitch inside that B, inside that stitch. Okay, chain 3 to start the next round. This of course counts as a double crochet, so in the next 4 chain space, 4 double crochets. On the single crochets, 1 per stitch. Okay, and once you get to this stitch, it's gonna be a corner. So double crochet in that stitch, chain 3, and another double crochet inside that stitch. Okay, so you're gonna keep doing the same thing. 4 double crochets on the chain spaces. Don't forget the single crochets, 1 per stitch, and the other corners that you have left. So I finished with this round with my 3 chains and slip stitch on that last chain from the beginning, and that's it for that round. So again, chain 3 to start the next one, and the corners for this round are gonna have 2 double crochets with 3 chains in between. So make another double crochet in that corner and another one on the chain 3. And then you can continue normally 1 double crochet per stitch. Once you get to the corner, like I said, 2 double crochets with 3 chains in between. So this one is similar to the first design. Okay, so keep doing this until you reach the beginning again. I have finished this round with my 3 chains, and once again, slip stitch right there. And that's it for the pattern. So you're gonna keep repeating this last row over and over until you have your desired size. So chain 3 to start the next round. Remember to do another double crochet inside here and 1 for the 3 chains, really important. Other than that, just keep doing that last row until you have your size. I have finished this square and doing my last slip stitch, chain 1. I already cut my yarn, so I'm just gonna pull it up, and that's it for this design. So on to the next one and the last one. You're gonna do a magic ring once again and chain 3. And right now, since this one counts as a double crochet, you're gonna double crochet 2 together. Chain 2. And the next one, you are going to double crochet 3 together. Chain 2. And keep repeating this last stitch with 2 chains in between until you have 8 petals in total. I did my 8 petals, so now I'm gonna pull tight on the tail. Okay, I did my last 2 chains, so I'm gonna slip stitch on that B you see right there where I did the 2 double crochets together. There we go. And that's it for that round. So chain 3 to start the next one. And again, 2 double crochets together in that same space. Chain 2. And you're gonna make 2 double crochets in this next space, back to back. chain 2 again, and you have arrived at another corner, and it's going to be 3 double crochets together. Chain 3 to form the corner, and another stitch like that on the same space. And there you have your first corner. Chain 2, 2 double crochets here back to back, chain 2, and another corner. So keep repeating this until you finish the round. Once you are back here, do your final 3 chains to form the corner and slip stitch on that V you see right there. And that's it for that round. So to start the next one, do the same thing, 2 double crochets together in that same space. Chain 2. But for this one, you're gonna make 2 double crochets in that chain 2 space you made on the previous round. And 1 double crochet per stitch from the previous round as well. Another group on the chain 2 space. And once you get to the corner, chain 2 and do the corner stitches. So 3 double crochets together, chain 3, and another one on that same stitch. Chain 2, and you can start again the double crochets on the chain 2s, the double crochets from the previous round, and the other chain 2s, and so on. So keep doing this until you finish the round. And back here again, did my final 3 chains, so slip stitch on that last stitch, and that's it for that round. So this is the last of the pattern repeat. You're gonna keep doing this row after row until you have the size that you want. So just to remind you, 3 chains to do 2 double crochets together right there, chain 2, and 2 double crochets on that chain 2 space. So double crochets on top of the other double crochets, don't forget the chain 2s, another corner, and so on, until again you have the size that you want. Okay, so I have all the rows that I wanted, so I'm gonna do my last slip stitch. Chain 1, I already cut my yarn, so pull it up, and that's it for this design. I have here the other ones, and I'm gonna show you a picture of how I'm gonna set them up and how many you will need. The front and back, I will do the same type of design. I'm gonna arrange them the same way, and for the sleeves, I'm gonna put them a little bit different just so it doesn't look the same. So you're gonna have a total of 4 panels, but right next I'm gonna show you how you're going to assemble them. So once you have all of the squares that you need for this sweater, then you can come back and see how we're going to put them together. Okay, so I have all of the squares that I needed, and now I'm starting on one of the panels for the front or back. And how I have them right now is that this would be my neck and this would be the shoulders. So I'm gonna start from top to bottom, putting them together. And they're a little bit stretched because I did block them, and I'm gonna show you a picture that shows what I did. So yeah. So I have my 2 squares here, and what I'm gonna do is insert my hook on this side and the other and attach my yarn. And I'm gonna start doing the stitch. So I'm gonna grab the loop, the outside loop on this side, and both of the loops on the other side. Yarn over and go through all those 3 loops on the hook. Again, grab the outside of that loop, go on this side, yarn over and close it off. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing this from top to bottom, and then I'm gonna do it sideways. Once you get to the corners, you're just gonna insert your hook on this side, and then on the other side, yarn over, go through, yarn over, and close it off. So easy as that. Now take your net squares, and same thing, insert your hook on this side, then on this side, yarn over, go through, yarn over, and close it off. So continue doing the same thing. Grab the outer loop and both loops on this side, yarn over and close it off. So easy as that. Continue until you finish all of the squares. Okay, so now that we have everything set up and it's looking like a sweater, this would be the neck, and I have here the sleeves on each side. Right now I'm going to start the neckline part, and right now right side is looking at me, so I'm just gonna insert my hook anywhere. I'm gonna choose the corner, and what I'm gonna do is just a simple round of single crochets all the way around. So I'm just gonna attach my yarn, single crochet in that same space, and just continue doing single crochets, 1 per stitch. I am back here where I started, and now I'm just gonna do a slip stitch. Okay, easy as that. And the next step would be to do the ribbing around the neck. So I'm gonna chain 7. And I'm gonna start my single crochets on the second chain from the hook. And now I'm gonna slip stitch 2 times. So on the next stitch, slip stitch, another one right next to it, and now sort of turn around, and you're gonna start doing your single crochets on the second chain, on the second loop, on the back loop, on the single crochets you just did. So insert your hook on that first one, okay, chain 1 and turn around, and do the same thing, single crochets on the back loop only until you get to the bottom. Once you get to the bottom again, slip stitch 2 times, just like before. And that's pretty much it for the ribbon. So keep repeating this until you obviously complete it all around the neck and get back here to where you started. So I'm back where I started. I ended down here. So I'm gonna flip to the inside part and I'm gonna put it together. And again, use the back loop on this side, the closest to you, and insert it on the other side inside the chains, and do a slip stitch. And you're gonna keep doing that until you finish this. I got to the other side, and that is how it's looking on the right side. So you can just chain one. I already cut my yarn, so pull it up, and that's it. You can barely notice it. Obviously, I will hide this tail with a needle, but that is basically it for the color. And I went ahead and did the same for the bottom. I did it off camera because it's exactly the same thing. I did one round of single crochets all the way around, and then did my 7 chains and did the ribbon until I got to the other side, obviously, and completed it. Okay, so once you complete these details, that is basically it for this sweater.
So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful sweater as much as I did. So if you think you enjoyed my content, make sure to turn on those notifications and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.